talks and talk and talk and talk and talk. That's what we do, really. So you're welcome. It's beautiful. We're hoping that it's going to be sunny. I am hoping that it's going to be sunny today because it's been raining for some days now, and for some reasons, everybody that I know very closely, they are coughing, they are wheezing, they are doing all sorts of things. Yeah, we just need a little bit of sunshine. Baba God, please, a little bit of sunshine. That's all we need. The rain can keep falling, after some days, right? Besides, Lagos is always very flooded anytime it rains. Some drivers don't even like going to some areas of Lagos, during this season. But the health part is what I'm much more concerned about. I mean, I'm good. I don't react to any weather really. Yeah, but when you have people around you coughing and doing all sorts of things, you'd be like, wait, Okay, let's start the show. Let's start the show. You're welcome. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Yes, you can watch this show on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's start with the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Northern governors, monarchs reject tax reforms bill. Northern governors, monarchs reject tax reforms bill. Seek immediate restoration of power in region. Al-Majirai, out of school children, our core problems. Sultan. Our leaders have to do more. ACF. That's on page 4. So I'm going to go straight to page 4 to go take a look at this story. It's quite an interesting one. I'm going to take it from ACF's point of view. ACF says the Iowa Consultative Forum, while reacting to the governor's position, said this is not time for party politics and party loyalty. Speaking with Daily Trust yesterday, the ACF National Publicity Secretary, Professor Tukur Muhammad Baba, encouraged the governors to get more involved in grassroots affairs, especially things to do with the socio-economic conditions of the people. While commending the governors for their position, he said it is an indication that some people are aware of what the North is going through. That is the position of Iowa Consultative Forum regarding the problems of the North. I have this one here from Governor Basani. Basani says that the governor of Kaduna State said the Northern Governors Forum and the Northern Traditional Rulers Council would make their marks as effective platform for addressing the security and developmental challenges confronting the North. He emphasized the need for the leaders to work together to realize their vision of a secure, peaceful, and prosperous North. I have another one from Sultan here. Are you following me? I have another one from Sultan here, still in the same story. The Sultan said the issues of Al-Majirai and out-of-school children remain serious challenge confronting the northern Nigeria. He urged the governors to include these issues in their discussion, emphasizing the need to address them urgently. The Sultan added that as leaders, they would support the Al-Majiri and Out-of-School Children Commission. The Sultan said, and I quote, "We have so many children, hundreds, if not thousands or millions, roaming about. This commission must be supported by all of us that it succeeds." End quote. That's the Sultan of Sokoto. The other people too are talking. The governors said, the Northern Governors Forum, they said that the tax reform is not favorable to the North. They released a communique at the end of their meeting. They said that they decried the content of the recent tax reform bill that was forwarded to the National Assembly, saying they were against the interest of the North and other subnationals, especially the proposed amendment to the distribution of value-added tax to derivation-based model. So let me okay, you know what? Let's just read the story. President Bola Tinubu had on the 3rd of this month transmitted 4 tax reform bills to the National Assembly for consideration. Tinubu, who was on vacation in London by then, sent the bills via a letter addressed to the Speaker of the House, Abbas Tajuddin. The letter was read on the floor of the House during plenary that day. The bills are the Nigeria Tax Bill 2024, which is expected to provide a fiscal framework for taxation in the country, and the Tax Administration Bill, which will provide a clear and concise legal framework for all taxes in the country and reduce disputes. The others are the Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill, which will repeal the Federal Inland Revenue Service Act and establish the Nigeria Revenue Service, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill, which will create a tax tribunal and e-tax ombudsman. Tinubu said the bills were designed to support his administration's objectives and strengthen fiscal institutions in the country. So the proposed tax bills present substantial benefits that align with my government's objectives and fiscal reform on the economic growth by enhancing taxpayer compliance, strengthening our fiscal institutions, and fostering a more effective and transparent fiscal regime, according to the president. End quote there. All right. So for the northern governors also said something. They said that for the avoidance of doubt, the Northern Governors Forum is not averse to any policies or programs that will ensure the growth and development of the country. However, the forum calls for equity and fairness in the implementation of national policies and programs so as to ensure that no geopolitical zone is shortchanged or marginalized. That's what the group said. Yeah. I mean, look, I am looking forward to a day whereby states get what they produce, what they contribute. Yeah? Not that everything will be shared, because most of this, with due respect, Your Excellencies, most of these governors are just there. They have no idea. They're there by whatever you want to call it, because I'm not even going to say that it's luck. It's not luck. It's nothing. So I don't care how you describe it. But some of them, majority of them, don't have business being in the government houses that they occupy today. Because you've done next to nothing to help your people. You're there for 4 years, maximum 8 years, and they can't even feel your impact. No innovation. Nothing. You just want to sit back and get value-added tax money and get revenue, whatever money, allocation every month. You think that's why you are... Fact, eh? See, and it's not their fault. It's because a lot of us, we are being sold a dummy to want to go to the center, to always go and attack the center all the time. To even free local government from their apron strings alone was a problem. And whether the law is there or not, the governors will still find a way to collect local government's money. And you, guess what? You, the people, will not even do anything about it. It's the center all the time. The center all the time. Well, let's move on to... I mean, the North has been in darkness now for days. Now they want to put that on the federal government. How many years have the northern states been battling with banditry, been battling with, what's it called? Now they are forming... What's this thing that they form now, Seth? That's why I support the Sultan 101%. He said clearly, the issue of Almajiri and out-of-school children, they are our problems. That's what the Sultan said. Because these governors need to be told the truth to their faces. Not on the newspapers. To their faces. Goodluck Jonathan came, built Almajiri schools for you. Instead of them to prioritize these Almajiri schools, they prioritize religion, they prioritize politics, they prioritize greed. And we usually refer to them as the elites, the political elites. Do we even know the meaning of elite? I mean, I think we should cease from using that word. We should because we are abusing the word elite. What makes them elite? Why are they elite? Why do we refer to them as elite? Because somebody is a governor and the other one is a minister? Even a local government chairman will call himself or herself elite. Do they have what it takes to be an elite citizen? Their character, their posture, their ideals, their morals, their integrity. Does it speak to what an elite means? There's too much respect to those that don't even deserve it in this part of the world. Really. See, today is Tuesday, Abby. Let's not start the week this way. Let's go to the city and crime page of the Daily Trust very quickly now. I'm going to we're there, or we should no, let's do city and crime first. Okay, so here we are with the city and crime page. Oh wow, time is okay. Let's drop it. Time is gone. Let's go to the Vanguard. Without pay, Sanu, Nasu shut down varsities nationwide. This story is on page 5. I've always said something. You know some things that would happen. ASU is yeah, they are coming. Juhesu still on strike. Sanu, Nasu now on strike. Resident doctors will join very soon. ASU will join very soon. It's every year. Some of them would go on strike once in 2 years, but majority of them will go on strike every year. It's a ritual. An unfortunate one at that. I mean, guess who is at the receiving end? You, me. Okay, we're going to drop the Vanguard. Let's go to the Guardian newspaper now. CJN NJC launch probe into conflicting judgments on Rivers disputes. CJN NJC launch probe into conflicting judgments on Rivers disputes. It's 7:42 already. I'd love to say one or two things about this, but a promise is a promise. Let's come to you to come and take your thoughts. Alrighty, the numbers are same for the male caller, especially for those listening for the very first time. Please call 0201 277 0993. Female only line is 0201 465 7190. That is 0201 465 7190. You can send me WhatsApp messages to 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. That is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. And if you're watching, please drop your comment on the live stream there. Everybody has got 60 seconds if you're sending me, if you're calling me, okay? Thank you. Good morning to you.
Hello, Oga Sheriff. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Ndubisi calling from Janiki.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oga Sheriff, thank you very much. The truth is always bitter to say, but someone must say it. Oga Sheriff, come to Cocoa Bus Stop. So my brothers from the north. Children that is in the Cocoa Bus Stop now, I'm talking to you, they're more than 500. Children. They're under rain, under sun, in the Cocoa Bus Stop. Oga Sheriff, look at a gate man who have a 3 wife, 16 children. And the person that is guiding his house will have 2 children or 3 children. And the man that is paying salary will have only 3 children. Mm-hmm. They are not doing anything. There is a man in my street and I have money. It's an Igbo man. He said electrical part in Alaba International. Do you know that his gate man has 2 wives with almost 9 children? And the man has only 2 children. And he's the one paying him salary. Okay, our government need to do something. Not only by marriage, burning, adding more problems to Nigerian government. You understand? As I'm here now, I don't have only 4 children that I can capable for. I don't want to born again.
Thank you.
That's what I want to know.
Thank you.
See, somebody needs to do things right so that we can move forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ndubisi. Well said. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. But you're calling the female line. I was going to tell you, but you're calling the female line. Please call the male line. That will be the most appropriate thing to do. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Good morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Boyes and calling from Afromedia.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my brother. You see, I thank God I had your analysis this morning. You see, we will keep on talking and talking and talking and talking, and nothing is being done. We are complaining about food stuff rising up and down, and we are complaining so many things, and nobody cares to listen. Our so-called dailies, I don't know whether they came from the moon. There's nothing to show that they are listening. They are facing the reality. Nothing to show. Why are we like this, for God's sake? So does it mean that nobody can talk to these people who claim to be elites, who say they are governing us, so that they can have a think? I don't know. Things are getting out of hand, though, Mr. Sheriff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, too, for calling. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, Oga Sheriff. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thank you for a good job. This market woman.
Welcome.
So they are complaining that children, Abi. I've been saying it now. They will give birth to children. They will say it's God that gives children. I don't understand. Let them do something about these things. If you don't have money, why are you giving birth to children now? Even though if you want to give birth to children, can't you have one or two that will put it everywhere? Insecurity everywhere. Please, let them do something about it. I want to walk freely in my country. Please. Thank you.
Thank you, too, for calling. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
My name is Chika.
Welcome, Chika.
Well, let me speak on the headline that said that CJ and NJC set to weigh a conflicting judgment on reverse issue. The truth of the matter is that the judiciary have actually found themselves where they are. And they are the architect of their problem. Because when these conflicting judgments were coming up, what did the CJN do then? What did the body of benchers do? What did the NJC do? Is it when things have not gone south that they now know that they want to actually...
but you know this is a new CJN, Abi?
I know it's a new CJN.
Okay. I thought you were blaming her. I just wanted to point that out.
CJN that elevated a man they come forth to be the first. And the report that came out some months ago indicating the judiciary as the most corrupt institution in Nigeria. What did they do? So whatever they want to do, they can do. But truth of the matter is that they've actually found themselves where they are today, and they shouldn't blame anybody. Good morning.
Morning to you too, Chika. Thanks for calling. Let's take this call, then we go to social media.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, Sheriff Quadry, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for that powerful analysis this morning on the governors. Emeka is my name from Satellite Town.
Welcome.
You see, these are Marjories they're complaining about. You remember when Goodluck Jonathan started establishing schools for Marjories?
Right.
What was the reaction of those Northerners, their elites? Were they happy with Goodluck Jonathan? You see, I'm of the view that governors have been allowed to assume a larger-than-life attitude in Nigeria. First of all, that immunity given to them, they don't deserve it. It ought to be stripped. That is, you see, if everybody thinks of the center, like you said, even this local government autonomy, financial autonomy you're speaking about, how many governors are in line with it? There are those who are still contesting it. They're challenging it.
Mm-hmm.
And like one of this learned gentleman you people usually invite to the studio, Laboro Soshomo said, they're talking about financial autonomy for local government. What about revenue generation for local governments? Empowering them so that each state and local government will be able to generate their own revenue. That will make them to this concentration on the center. Granted, we've had one set of leaders in the past. But governors, most of them, like you said, are just redundant. They're just sitting there waiting for allocation to come. They are not ingenious. They're not creative. Even those with arable lands, what are they doing with it? They are just there waiting for allocation. So it's high time we revisit our constitution. That's why people are clamoring for regional government. Let every region be allowed to develop at their own pace. Let us amend our constitution. That each region, if you know how to develop, some will develop faster, of course. This concentration on the center is what is creating this laziness on the part of most of these governors. And it's high time we look at this immunity clause. Because as soon as you strip them of immunity, that larger-than-life attitude that they continue to assume will disappear. And then people can hold them accountable for their malfeasance while in office. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work.
Thank you too for calling, Emeka. Appreciate your time. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Good morning. Please turn off your radio. Call me back once you do that. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning
Sheriff.
to you. Yes, please.
Usman for Balade.
Welcome, Usman.
Mr. Sheriff, this problem where this northern cause, now they face the results. 2015, where they invite all these Fulani to come, in case they try to lose, if you know come out, May they scatter the government. Where Jonathan lose the people they carry come to try to go back now, they don't want to go back. That is the problem of Northern. May they settle these people they bring come. Let them go back to their Nigeria where they for come before they put themselves. Or else nothing. They will still use that power. That power they will still go to that power. Or let them beg, or let all this Northern land, all of them as they carry their while all of them gather, let all those boys where they carry come. Let them go back to their country. The problem will never stop. Look at there's no food because farmer cannot go to farm. Because all these people they come by themselves. That's my own.
Thank you, Usman. Thank you. Now, thanks for calling. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's go take some messages now. Abochino from Ogudu says, why is Tinubu's reform all about tax? What happened to others facing us? I don't understand that part. What others are you talking about? Tax reforms, very, very important. I mean, for instance, if you're going to share from the consumption tax, then the one that, the government is putting on alcohol shouldn't be shared with states that don't allow the sale of alcohol. That's number one, as far as I'm concerned. If you are not allowing people to do business with some products in your state, forget about the money, from that particular business. Why are you talking about equity and fairness? Why are you bringing equity and fairness to the table when you've not contributed to what you want to share in? You have not contributed to it. What you have done is to stop people from doing that business. You've destroyed the businesses because, look, it's your state. You can do that, but don't put equity and fairness first. Right. Now, if you're talking about, what do they call this thing? Restructuring. Yeah, this is one of it. You can do anything you want to do in your state, but don't come to the center and start asking for what you did not put in. Julius from Kokagura says, concerning the North, the leaders at that area are so selfish. They will never let the youths to be educated because they know if they're educated, they will know their rights and power. And that will make the leaders less powerful. Okay, all right. Let's take another comment very quickly. The NJC setting up a committee for the contradictory court rulings in Rivers State is more of doing the right thing at the wrong time. This idea of taking reactive measures is not ideal for our institutions. The damages are deep. That's Lawrence Akume from Lagos who dropped that. Let's go to YouTube and go and take some comments off YouTube very quickly. Andy says it's good for President Tinubu to continue from where PMB stopped. At least we can tell the difference if we compare them all to GEJ time. That's Andy who dropped that here. Andy, thank you for your thought. Duru says, I agree with you, Sheriff. That part of destroying someone's business, but you enjoy in the tax, it's unfair. Duru, thank you for sharing your thought. Let me look for another thought that let's see who is here. People are having a conversation here. Adebayo says the thing is Tinubu never promised anything, and if he did not explain how. Yes, of course he promised power. At least that one we have the video. Maybe you haven't seen it. He promised power. We have the evidence for it. So, but thank you for your contribution, though. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But you know go feed Rigmaru out of this one. Adeshina says the truth is all the developed states in Nigeria have the input of federal government, so it will be unfair to the North if the tax reforms against the North. Even Rivers State, Lagos State. What did? Okay, your message is incomplete. All right. Adeshina, your message is incomplete, right? But thank you for sharing your thought. Appreciate that. Let's go to Facebook. Let's take one or two comments on Facebook. Jimmy Lomax says lawmaker assaulting the Bolts driver is a typical what now? A typical example of how the elite see themselves as mini gods and can trample on anybody's rights and get away with it. Okay, Jimmy, thank you for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. I'm going to head back to telephone. Let's take one or two. Then we'll take WhatsApp and then we'll call it a morning. How about that? Good morning
Hello?
to you. Yes, please.
Yeah, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Mazuda.
Welcome, Mazi.
Sheriff, I beg you, this tax. Can't President Tinubu emulate Bara of River State for saying no for his sponsors, his godfathers that brought him into government? This problem in Nigeria is too much. Is out of hand. Can't he mellow down? Everything you will agree, everything that is signed that must use Nigeria to get to Nigeria to finish, not to kill everybody. It's too much.
All right, too. Thank you for calling. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Michael.
Welcome, Michael. Please turn up your radio.
Yeah, I support what you said about if you are not allowing people to do business, don't partake on it. Regarding the lawmaker, in a certain environment, he should tender a national apology and allow us to determine whether we want him to continue being honorable or being dishonorable. Thank you.
Thank you to Michael for calling. Drive safely. Good morning to you.
Mr. Sheriff, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
My name is Robert. This senator that slapped that Uber guy, I hope they will not defend, his colleague will not defend him again, because they will have evidence. Because the other time that NDLA went to the other man's house to search, when they said they found cannabis, and I listened to what Akpabio said. You understand? Yeah. So I hope this slap, they would defend him again. That's my own. There must be justice for the poor. That's my own contribution.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Good morning to you.
Hello, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
Sheriff, good morning.
Yes, please.
This is Happiness from Ikorodu.
Welcome, Happiness.
Sheriff, talking about this northern complaint about children, right? I think there is family planning now. They should create more awareness over there on family planning. Just keep creating awareness. That's the most important thing. I think they'll be able to tune into it.
All right.
Yeah, enjoy your day.
You too, Happiness. You too, always happy. Chooks in Ikorodu says, as long as President Tinubu does not pursue restructuring that he campaigned for as an opposition, nothing will change. Chooks, I don't know where you've been. The fact that there's no placard saying restructuring, it's actually doesn't mean that it's not happening already. I mean, look around. It's happening, albeit gradually, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's happening. The questions that we're not asking is why some of us don't know that restructuring is already taking place. Chief of it all is power. Power has been decentralized. How many of your governors have done something concrete about power? How many point at any governor that has done something? Okay, maybe Enugu State governor, I think Oyo State governor who has set up some committee. I think Abia as well. So tell me, how many of them? The local government autonomy, this thing. How many people stood up against the governors for wanting to keep the local government under them? How many? All right. I think I can take one or two comments again. I can't take any more calls right now because we're almost out of time. Let's see. The tax bill that was rejected could derail the ongoing economic reform. This bill, if passed, could be a game changer. Please make anonymous. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't see your name. Oh, okay. I think I can see your name now. But thank you for chipping that in. Appreciate it. Okay, appreciate it. Ninth day of no electricity in the north. This is increasingly becoming absurd. A serious country would have facilitated its repair by now, but sadly there are goons who set to capitalize on the avoidable damage to enrich themselves. That's Olusha Gajai who dropped that in. I have to go now. I have no time to jump on this particular comment because I am completely out of time. Thank you all for being a part of Dailies today for this morning. It's been quite interesting. Jimmy Disi will be back very soon. For those who have missed him, I have missed him tremendously. I mean, I could have just been sitting down here and allow him, go deep, go in, go raw with the governors. Hey, Kofi is next to be back on the Morning Crossfire. Good morning to you. I'm Sheriff Quadry.
Stay one step ahead with Nigeria Info.
From the biggest stories,
trends, and conversations.
Let's talk.
Only
on Nigeria Info. 90 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.